Let's go. Hey, hola mi gente. It's your man, the Afro-Rican, Orlando Crespo. Guess what? Giving you the rice and beans. Know what I mean? What up, slime?
Hey, what's happening? Woo. It's your boy Colin Parshawn with a little paint where it ain't little seasoning with some reasoning. We got some old our people up in here. We're gonna talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little razzle dazzle, a little shake and bake. Tell the people who you is.
My name is Kashana.
I don't know if they can hear that. They didn't hear that.
It's loud.
It's Kashana.
Okay, you see how you got on the mic and we can hear you. See, that's what we was talking about. All right.
Kashana.
All right. That's what we talking about.
That's what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all know the voice. And they mad at me today.
We stay mad at you.
So I don't know what energy I'm gonna get today. They mad at me today.
How you pissed off?
Can you tell us why we mad at you?
For some reason they think I'm on their time.
For some reason you think that time just runs when you say it does, and that's not how business works, boo.
Oh.
So apparently they think I'm on their time.
Oh, okay. Cause we set a time, right?
Yeah.
For everybody, like universal guests.
They know.
Whoever.
So today's show is the 18th, and they are the Soundproof Hunger Room.
Well, you shout out.
What's happening out there, man? It's good to see y'all. Good to be back up in
too,
this
brother.
piece, man.
You
Good
too.
to be back up. Y'all like my jersey?
Hell no. I
ain't mad at it, bro.
You gonna put my drink on?
This ain't Desperate Housewives.
I got money on this, so I ain't mad at it.
I hear you talk decent about the Hawks,
Yeah,
but you also talked about look at all these New York fans.
That's true, though. That was true.
Which happened. I will be honest. Every Hawks game that I've been to that played the Knicks, it was more Knicks fans.
Or
than,
50-50.
Yeah,
y'all act like I was just
that was
shots
real.
at y'all. I'm like,
yeah, that was real business. That was real. And
Carrie sensitive ass. I say your name.
Julia said, "We here."
Well, y'all,
We here.
We gonna go and send y'all back home though. It's all right. But moving right along. First off, I'm gonna start off with the Patrice Collier's Black Lives Matter executive.
Mm-hmm.
She quit, basically.
She resigned.
The same thing. However you want to write it up. She quit.
Really?
Yeah, and I just want one of my homegirls, one of my close friends, she would get on me bad because she said we was always talking bad about the organization.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I think we would just say the facts, basically.
That's it.
And the facts here, Patrice was a self-proclaimed socialist.
Mm-hmm.
So when she turned around and bought these $3 million worth of homes, that goes directly against what socialism is about. Mm-hmm. And now she quits.
That's not the reason she said she quit. I mean, if you're going to say it why she said
No, I didn't. Oh, she said she quit from the backlash from that. That's why she said.
Her quote was
that
she put everything in place the way it was supposed to be, and it was time for her to move on. That was it.
I read she said from the backlash of all of that stuff. She was like, I'm out of it.
But I read she said it was definitely not from the backlash.
Okay.
So
we'll fact check that. But I mean, if it don't have that,
I still want to know where the money at. That's all I got for that segment.
Well, you know, Mr. Money.
Is it where the money at, or what they doing with it?
Where it's at. I'm sure a lot of people asking that question.
But like we had this discussion many times, what they want the money for. Like everybody always, where the money at, what they want it for though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if we identified exactly what bank this money in, what do you want it for?
For
the cause, I guess.
Well, we talked about it before.
Not to purchase.
That's what I'm saying. We
homes.
talked about that before.
Right. We went down the line of are they obligated to give money to these families when they're out here just speaking about the justice system in itself, and they getting money to help them in that process. So,
I mean, they get a check eventually. I'm pretty sure. So until they open the books to find out how much they got paid, you don't know what happened. I don't want to throw it all on her like that. Like it don't happen at everybody else's organization. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
Oh, sure.
does.
So if she did, that's something she got to deal with. But we don't know, so I don't want to just throw the gavel at her all off the top.
Okay. All right. Kashana, how you feeling?
I'm great.
No, yeah. Oh, okay.
You nervous?
Yeah. All right. You
Shaking
nervous
like a
over
crap
there?
game over there. You got me nervous. Is the feds coming? Just let me know.
Everybody like wiggling that right leg all the time.
Give me a little head nod if the feds coming. This will be the quickest show in history.
So what's been up with you? How you been? Everything been good?
I'm actually doing good.
Yeah. What you been doing to stay busy these days?
Personal trainer.
Okay.
Okay.
How that's
Trying
working
to
out?
get fatty here in the gym, but
Who you talking about?
this one right here.
Oh.
The boss.
The boy. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Trying to get him in the gym. He work out all the time.
What you
Every
need?
day.
What you need? Direction?
Lots of it.
Wow.
Especially what you think you be doing is a workout.
Mm.
Whoa.
Many have showed up.
Whoa.
None have made it. That's all I'm saying.
But you
None have
still ain't
made
showed
it.
up at the gym. with
None
me.
have made it.
But you still ain't showed up to the gym with me.
I just got an
You've been
invite
invited.
like
can't get
10
used to
minutes
that.
ago.
No, you were invited long before that.
It would have to come from the brother because
Why?
you in development. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go in there with you. Then I outwork you. Then I feel like I wasted my time.
Oh, really?
So I need to be on the level where I be like, okay, this might be a challenge for me.
Hanty. First of all,
I said what I said, and I'm willing to stand by it.
I know you
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
I know
I
you
said
are.
what I said,
I know
and
you
I'm
are.
willing to
I
stand
know you
by it.
are. But like I said, you still ain't brought your ass in the gym with me.
I got an invite 10 minutes ago
Right.
from the brother.
Right.
You
From the
been
brother.
had an invite.
From the brother.
You were scared for the first invite that you had.
When was the first one?
Because any of our clients would tell you, I will work you harder than he will. But like you go ahead. I'll let you work out with him first.
Oh, I smell
You
it.
still ain't
Why
gonna
why
make
do
it.
everybody always want to test me?
Because you the voice.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your own rules.
Because
right?
what happened if I walk in there then I'm the only one standing at the end? It become my gym then?
Doubtful, but
I'm just asking the question.
sure.
Do we change the name?
You just get a T-shirt, dog.
That's what
all
happens.
right.
See
You
what I'm
get a
saying?
t-shirt.
You see what I'm
I'd
saying?
be willing to put a wager on
Damn.
it. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. She
I don't
just-
bet money. I bet sweat.
I didn't say anything about money.
He
I
said he
a
bet
wager.
sweat.
I bet sweat.
That's his equity.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But I'm willing to show up to support black business.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move along. We're gonna get into some. Ralph, you might have a little bit of insight on this, but we pretty much gonna be on the sideline for this one. Question came up: do some married couples secretly hate being married? I ain't been married.
Okay, what's that question?
Yeah, I'm not married.
Say
So,
that.
I mean, I don't. What do you want from me for that?
Let's ask the audience. Ladies and gentlemen in
Oh,
TV
she
land.
answered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good.
So you
Yes.
think married couples secretly hate being married?
Yes.
Okay. Expound if you don't mind.
You have some married people that are married for all the wrong reasons and they hate every minute of that married life. They are living a lie in itself. This happy little mask that they walk around with because they think that is what it's supposed to be. And yes, they are miserable. They are miserable.
What would make them miserable?
If you couldn't be who you wanted to be, who you were meant to
Okay.
be, why would you not be miserable?
Sure.
Do you have any friends that are married that you know they don't want to be married, or they just?
I was one that was married that didn't want to be married. Like, don't get me wrong. Me and my ex-husband, we are great friends. He is my best friend. When I met Richard, I told him, look, I'm going to be very honest with you. One of my very best friends is my ex. And if he calls me in the middle of the night, I'm going.
Right.
We have that type of relationship. He is really my very best friend because if something is going on and I call him, he's there. No questions asked.
Okay.
Can you handle that? Can you deal with that? So he's very dear to me. However, being married, oh no, we were horrible at that.
I got you.
We got married because that's what you're supposed to do when you have kids and you want to
Right.
do this whole married life. And he was the preacher's kid, and this is the way that you're supposed to be. This is the life you're supposed to live. Both of us miserable as hell.
Can't
We
be-
had fun
can't be
because we
yourself.
were friends, but we were miserable.
So what? How does that differ from being friends to being married? Because in most times when they talk about you want to marry your best friend. So in your case, you did, and it didn't work out, but y'all were still best friends afterwards.
Because here's the thing: just because you want to marry your best friend, like I have other best friends,
Right.
and we're friends for different reasons.
Right.
I don't want to be in no long-term relationship with none of one of them either,
Right.
Okay.
and I love them dearly. Best friend doesn't mean that okay, we just
Everything.
Everything. Right.
no.
Okay. That's a different way of looking at it.
Best friends, soulmates, or whatever. I kind of, I'm in the streets and stuff, and to me, I kind of look at
You in the streets?
that part. Not like that. But I could. But if I see a married couple walking by, and I'm no relationship expert or nothing, but
Okay.
you could kind of see the body language, how they interact with each other.
Oh,
How they
okay.
intertwine
All right.
with each other, especially if kids are involved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or if you're a soccer dad and you've got a
Trophy
bitty
wife.
van now, when you used to have that Mustang outside, you're like, damn, I signed up for this or whatever. Or, the dates and stuff,
That ain't selfish though.
What?
I was finna ask something.
What? No, go ahead, bro.
Like that ain't. Like, that's like minor shit. Like that's kind of selfish to be
Oh,
married.
man, look, bro. They out there. You know what I'm saying? And then I've heard also a young lady, she said, when we got married, I was interested, but what she hated about marriage is getting old, that part.
I mean, she getting old.
I mean, she getting old too, but she said, "Oh, I wish we could just stay in our 30s and our 40s." And my husband doesn't even look like
What
the
kind of
same person
bullshit?
I'm
Do
married.
Do I know this person?
She don't-
Bro, people
she
put on
don't
a little
have
weight, people
problem
lose
with
hair,
marriage. She just
blah,
got
blah, blah.
problems.
Yeah, she got a problem. I ain't
She
hear
want
that.
to live in Neverland. That ain't.
and and one thing that some people exactly, and when some things and they say when you get married, she hated the asking for permission to go out and stuff. Now I'm like, hold up. You should have a balance. You should know your spouse. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to ask anybody for permission to hang out with you guys or whatever. On a respect level though. Respectfully.
Go ahead, dog. Go
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm hanging out with Ralph and Sean. Can I go out with Ralph and Sean? I mean, who wants to live like that?
It's all about communication. It's quite obvious she didn't know how to communicate in her situation.
Facts, because like literally, I asked Richard, like even though I set plans with my girls, babe, you mind if I go hang out with the girls?
Right, sure.
And I don't feel any type of way about it. It don't feel like it's a punishment or oh my god, I gotta ask for permission to do something. It's not about asking
That's
for
crazy.
permission. It's
She just wanted to be single, bro.
yes, she got
That's all I want.
problems.
She just wanted to be single.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't
But
know.
You be asking him permission at the house?
No.
Oh, okay. I was asking, bro. She be asking permission?
No. We have a nice balance, bro.
So you can just grab your keys, walk out the door?
No, I ain't gonna do that. Gotta keep it respectful, bro.
Ain't
And
that what
so-
you was
Hey.
I have
yeah,
a question.
respect.
on? Yeah.
Why does it have to be asking for permission?
I think that was an
Because-
ego talking.
Just because,
Yeah.
even though, like he said, do you grab your keys and just
Mm-mm.
take
No.
off? You don't.
You don't.
But what you're doing, technically, if you think about it, is still asking permission because
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't have to say anything or do anything, you could just do just that. Grab your keys and go.
Right.
But because it's tagged as asking permission,
Mm-hmm.
it's looked at as a bad thing.
Right.
She's a I ain't gonna say she a bad person.
If we hanging out, I'll give her,
She just wasn't built for it.
I'll let her know ahead
Yeah,
of time.
we just leave it at that.
She wasn't built.
You ain't built for it. Did she watch the show?
No, she don't watch the show.
That's why she is bad.
That's why she bad.
What's up?
No, I'll let you know ahead of time. I'll ask, Shauna, hey, me and the fellas, we going to the lounge on Sunday or Monday, whatever the case be, or I'm going to the sports bar or whatever this day or whatever. Nobody want to be surprised. I got 2 little kids at the house too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask this.
I'm not just bouncing like that.
You brought up a good point when you was talking about the guy. He had a Mustang, but now he driving a minivan.
Mm-hmm.
This is the question that I've asked to a lot of people.
Okay.
I'm so interested in what this about to be.
Okay.
In a marriage,
Yeah.
who gives up more? Does the man give up more or does the wife give up more?
I say the man. Fuck that. Fuck that. The man.
Yeah.
The man. Absolutely.
It's hard to compromise.
Absolutely.
You have to though.
Because
Yeah.
women, and I'm gonna say this, don't take it the wrong way. Women love being married. They want to be under their man all day. They don't give a damn about nothing else. Men still be kind of adventurous. We want to go outside. We just want to sit
Without
by ourselves.
asking.
Not
Without-
even that. I mean, it's certain shit. Like you might be in a room sitting by yourself, and
Right.
that's, you cool with that.
Right.
Yeah.
She
True.
want to know what's wrong,
Right.
or can she sit with you? Like, look, we'll take your ass upstairs.
I need some time.
I'm in here just passing gas. That's all. You know what I'm
Where my
saying?
balls? Let me just chill out.
Let me just chill. Like, and you got some men that's like that, but then the women that say he too, what they call it, too clingy. Then that's,
Yeah.
she cheating on him. You know what I'm saying? But I think men just it's a lot more to take in. A lot of sacrifices because most of your friends probably single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you can't hang with them as much because
I think if a man agreed with you, it'd be like a newlywed. Because that's a different level. You know what I mean?
I don't think
all
so.
peaches.
Then.
It's all peaches and cream at first.
I ain't never been married, but
Right.
I hear the stories. I talk to guys. I hear a lot of guys. I got this
Is it
honey-do
discouraging?
list. I got this honey. Not for me.
Nah.
Right.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, marriage is
discouraging.
cool. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
I think everybody should at least try it once.
I hear the honey-do list. I hear the.
I mean, but that's
my lady. She want us to go do this.
Yeah.
My lady want me to go do that.
she will open you up to new shit though. You
Of
gotta
course.
say that. She
Of
will
course.
open you up to new shit.
Of course.
But she ain't willing to do this shit that you willing to do though.
Nah, she don't want to go sit at the cigar bar all
Nah, she
day.
ain't doing that.
I give you an hour. I'm out of there.
Yeah. She ain't going in the woods.
Nah,
None
we
of
ain't
that
going
shit.
hiking.
Yeah. Then next thing you know, you don't even hike no more.
Right.
know,
Dog, where you been at?
He got all
I
this
got married.
Oh shit, you about to lose all
Like you
fan base.
gotta, I mean, it can be like that though.
Right. I'm gonna hold it down for the married brothers in the soundproof hunger room and our group.
Which is
So
you.
who you think give up more?
I say the guys, man, we compromise a lot. I side with you, bro.
What you think?
Okay. What you think, Sean? Be honest
'Cause they
with
gonna get
yourself.
their way-
Be real with
they gonna get
yourself.
their way
man.
anyway.
Be real with
Be
yourself.
real with
The
yourself.
ladies gonna get their way anyway. So
That's true. So who give up more?
I'll agree with you that men give up more.
okay, that's fine.
No, you got something else.
Yeah,
I ain't like when that came out.
Eyes are still rolling.
Let's
They
get
still,
that butt.
Yeah,
Butt.
and
But-
make sure you talking to Mike.
But that's y'all fault.
Our fault.
Real shit.
Wow.
She got a point. I just want to see where she go with it.
Dang. Go.
Think about it.
Okay.
Men are always saying about what they have to do because of this, and I can't do this way, and I can't do that this way, and if I do, I'm this or that or whatever. You set that standard. You set it, you live by it, you abide by it. So technically, what you get is
What you
your
gave up.
fault.
If you stern enough, you could get everybody could be happy
Yeah.
if you stern enough. But a lot of men don't want to hit a mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because next thing you know, you hit a mouth. Next thing you know, you ain't get no pussy.
Right.
And we're not going without no
But
pussy.
then here's the
That's
thing
when
about
you hit the
that.
streets.
If it's just that, if you feel like it's just mouth, then you really need to reevaluate who you
That
with.
ain't true. You can't say that because some women don't want their man to do nothing.
Again, then you need to reevaluate who you with.
I mean, she cool in the kitchen.
If she the primary breadwinner,
So-
she got to say so.
Again, here's my
Bullshit.
point.
There you go with this.
You
Bullshit.
think
Let's talk about the money.
what
Hold on.
you can't say I'm giving up because you put yourself in that position.
Right, I got you.
That shit could come with time though. That shit hidden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I'll be honest, if Me personally, if I come in and I say this is what I want, A, B, C, and D, and she gives me A, B, C, and D,
Just
I'm
to
gonna get
you.
bored.
Yeah.
I get bored, and then I'm gonna go out. So I need somebody be like, nah, B, on your birthdays, holidays, occasions, vacations. You know what I mean? It's got to keep me. It's got to be some, or I got to have some kickback. Like I can't just be like, this is what I'm doing. Oh, not today, homeboy. We already said we was finna go get these flowers for this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need some kickback to keep me around because if I get A, B, C, and D, I'm gonna get bored.
Kickback does not necessarily have to mean nagging, though.
I agree.
Now, if you
I agree.
feel like you can't have a conversation with the person that you're with, I gotta listen to this. Dude, girl, whomever, you need to think about something.
Do nagging happen though?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Let's just make sure we add that. Go ahead, y'all. Continue on. Continue on.
Of
It
course.
is definitely out there. You got nagging men and nagging women.
That's true.
Yeah.
I work with a bunch of nagging ass men.
Woo!
All the time, like little girls,
And
I
nagging
ain't
women.
and they older than us.
Ooh!
I ain't gonna talk about the people like that. I said what
You
I
just
need to
did. I just added
I'm
on.
saying.
You brought it up. I
just
just
said what I
added
need to
on.
say.
Cause attention at the job.
say. Sean called y'all women. I ain't say that.
Little girls. I say it to their face. I ain't like a little girl.
Bitch.
There you go. See, we ain't doing all that.
So people call it nagging. I guess some women would call it
But how do we
effective
keep it
communication.
Okay. We getting off the subject. How we keep it spicy? Let's talk spices.
Marriage or relationship.
Marriage, man. Y'all, they married. I don't want to talk to the relationship. I don't want nobody getting in trouble.
Well, that's on them. Let them take that away.
Oh, you gotta continue to court each other. You know, continue. Of course, y'all heard it before. Date, keep dating, keep it spontaneous, keep her guessing, keep her on her feet. Never be predictable. Try something different. Go off the cuff.
Bring another one in.
Possibly.
Man or woman.
And another one.
So,
Boom, boom, boom.
So wait a minute.
Go
Son.
ahead, bruh.
Because you was possibly when it was a woman.
Yeah.
It ain't possibly for a man.
I think a lot of guys would side
Oh,
with
we
me.
talk about you, sir.
Okay, go
we
ahead.
talk about you, sir.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
If let's say your birthday happened,
Right.
another woman coming there.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday happened. She bring her, he had a brother picked out.
If she chose that.
You would do it?
Hell no, I'm not agreeing to that.
What you mean? She
but you'll do it for you.
Yeah, she did it for
You let
you.
her do it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, no.
selfish. Now that's just
that is-
Wow.
That's that bull.
See, what'd you say? Kind of selfish, ain't it?
I ain't that headstrong yet, bro.
Huh?
I ain't that headstrong yet.
Hey, you know what? That's
Yeah.
honest though, because it
Yeah,
ain't
my
for
dick.
everybody.
No, man. You know?
Would you consider an open marriage?
No. Nah.
Why not?
You love her too much.
Yeah, man. I got feelings involved,
he
man.
get it. He crying
Come to
out.
my family.
Yeah.
I love.
he got
He
tears.
love that part of the
His
show.
voice
He
cracking.
love that part.
Yeah. He a little different.
Oh, man. Yeah. I can't do
shy.
that, brother.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Katana.
Why would it make you love her any less?
He ended up
Yes.
breaking her back. He like, wait a
Right.
minute.
Hold on, cause she might have that tear rolling down her eye, eyes roll back at her head.
And so what
Enjoying
happens
that
when you
motherfucker.
have it with somebody else and she got that tear
No,
rolling down
no.
her eyes and
No, I'm saying
she
if she agreed to that, if that's something we agreed on, then
what
But
you
if
mean
I
you
can't.
agreed on?
I can't.
You literally sitting here saying that if she should have this tag, but you want the other one. Did you get on your birthday to be rolling back in the eyes, tears and everything? But on the other foot, it's like nah, we ain't that headstrong
babe,
yet.
I'm not built for that one.
Well, then you shouldn't be built for the other one.
And if it don't have, that's fine.
No, not if anything. Just
Right.
no, period.
Right.
If it's brought up or nothing, just no, because I'm not built for that.
What if she invited?
No.
Am I
Not if
supposed to
she,
decline?
because if she invites it,
Yeah.
because you in return are inviting the same, because then you're being real hypocritical. So if you're not willing to do it on the other end,
Yeah.
then don't open half of the door.
Don't do it. Okay. I'm gonna take that advice.
So even if it's brought up, oh yes, this is my fantasy. No, because it might be hers too.
Right.
Then what?
Oh wow.
Oh.
So even if she brings it up, your answer should still be no. I'm not built for baby. We can't do that.
So would you say that? You just be like, nah, because you might want the same thing. I ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't
I'm that'll be my response.
yeah.
Okay.
Honesty is the best policy.
Oh yeah. In that case, yeah, definitely. I'll just subscribe to my Hub account.
Hey, there you
And
go.
we can watch it together.
Yo, what?
Look,
That's it.
we can look at it on screen
That's
and
it.
mimic it out.
Oh,
baby.
That's it. That's it. I ain't built like that.
Oh goodness. Now, Kashana, you have an interesting marriage going on here. Care to elaborate on it?
This shit about to get gut.
Well, you crazy.
I'm saying, go ahead. I'm listening.
I have a BDSM poly marriage.
Okay, now break that down for us, for the people who don't know.
Why you looking at me? Shit. I'm talking to you.
Okay.
We
Yeah, go on and get the pencil and
Yeah,
paper.
B-
out.
BD,
We like to
that's it.
write stuff down. If we don't
That's
know
fine.
it, we like to learn.
Capital B.
Capital B?
Yeah.
Capital B. You need me? I'll hold your microphone. You got it.
I got you.
this child here.
B. There you go.
Okay.
D.
There you go.
SM.
BDSM stands for bondage, dominance, sadomasochist, submission, masochist, master.
Okay. Is it? Yeah. Is it? Okay. All right. And then you said polyamory. Okay. All right. So,
just poly.
okay. Let's just go
I
off the
don't do
poly.
all the tags.
Okay.
Polyamory, polygamy.
Blah,
What's
blah,
the
blah.
difference? It's all the same thing, right?
all
Oh
tags.
no, it's not.
It's not?
It's all tags.
Okay, but see, I want to learn this stuff.
So-
So,
But you get into it?
no, I
Oh,
just
okay.
All of that is. All of those tags are very different.
really.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, clean your throat. You need some water? Can she get some water?
I need some juice.
Pl- As y'all,
Hey,
as y'all can
studio
hear,
audience,
studio
wow.
audience is here.
He is here.
Rude intellect. You back there.
He here.
Oh,
All right, we ready.
We waiting on your water?
You writing on your what are you?
no.
Oh, go ahead.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Poly means many, just in its simplest forms. It means just many. We have a relationship where other people being involved is okay with both of us.
Okay.
Polyamory is multiple relationships, multiple loving relationships, some forever long term, like sister wives. Not only sister wives, you have polyamory couples that come in all types of different dynamics,
Okay.
tribes, even.
Try.
Yes,
The white people out there in Utah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's some black folks right
Oh,
here.
there's some black people in Georgia.
In Atlanta, you gonna find anything.
Yeah.
You gonna find anything in Atlanta.
Right. We ain't surprised out
And
here.
we ain't surprised no more.
We ain't gotta go that far. You folks know.
Right.
We ain't surprised.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of different types of poly. You had to catch me on another day. Man, there's a lot of
Damn,
different
I didn't know
tags.
that.
It is. And so depending on who you talk to about poly and what type of poly they practice, you'll get a lot of different answers. And the thing about it is, none of them are necessarily wrong. Some can be quite toxic, but not necessarily wrong. Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Shout
out to security,
Producer,
Bartender.
coordinator,
CEO, rude intellect.
Visual effects.
everything. So, how did you get into this poly? We're gonna just stay at the poly.
It's fine. We can leave it basic.
Yeah.
We'll go
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
yeah,
dynamics
yeah.
without
You
all
might-
the
you
might have to come back.
tags.
Yeah, come back for that.
Yes.
We had to put some
'Cause-
chains around
Yeah,
us.
because every tag is a
Spikes
whole,
before we do the other
it's
stuff.
a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. We gonna need a whole nother.
Yeah, we
day.
just gonna stay with the body.
So what happened with me was, so I knew early on that I liked guys and I liked girls, and it just sucked that society said I'm not allowed to have both, and I'm like, why?
Right.
Who said so? We need to talk about this. I don't feel like this is right.
Right.
Like, why not? And so I started doing some research, and I met some swingers, oddly enough, and I was like, yeah, no, not quite what I'm looking for at all. Not my thing.
Right.
Y'all some cool, but no. Yes.
They be bringing their fat wives just so
Now
they can
don't
jump
get
on
me
you
wrong.
and shit.
Now,
Yeah, man. Yo,
How you
man.
know?
it's not.
I've been one of them parties, man.
Oh,
I've
you been to one of them
yeah,
parties?
man.
Really?
Walked
Now,
in, everybody
here's the
else was
thing.
over the side,
Don't-
man.
don't get me wrong.
One chick was
I
getting
love
jumped
my
on all day. I
swingers.
said, this is bullshit.
I enjoy the swingers, and I know I enjoy going to the parties. I enjoy the atmosphere. I'm just like, if you ask a real swinger, oh, she's no, she's not. I'm not.
Okay.
If we go to a party, I play with my husband.
Okay.
Got you.
The exhibitionist in me, yes.
Everybody
It's-
watch.
Right. It's not the swinger in me.
Right.
But I don't condone the lifestyle. I don't have any judgment on it. Like, I have a lot of friends that are swingers and cool as hell, and we hang out and we have a good time, and your life is your life.
Right.
But I met some swingers, and I was like, not quite what I'm looking for. You know, let me do a little bit more research and,
Right.
you know, figure out some more little things. And eventually I met some BDSM people, and then I started to learn about poly, and that there was this whole other world out here that no one told me about. That
Okay.
is what
Wow.
I'm looking for, accepting all the things that I want, and everybody's okay. Yes, great. Where do I sign up? Yes, this is the life. And so what I did at first was I just casually dated, because I had gotten out of the marriage that I really didn't want to be in the first place.
Got you.
And I dated a little while, and I told the people that I dated, look, I had what I called a team. This is your job, your responsibilities. This is your job, your responsibility. This is your job, your responsibility. This is your job, your responsibility. Everybody knows about everybody. I don't do this whole we fighting for position things, and, you know, let's just be cordial and nice, and everybody's everybody.
Okay.
Even when I met Babe, I got a slot open. I'm looking
Wow.
for this. Can you fill this slot? Sure.
That slide open. I don't know
It's
if I
like,
yeah,
right.
wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
I play my role.
I
But
don't know if you can say that. to
how do
me.
you get the crown? How did he get the crown though?
Here's the thing. When we met, I was very honest with him. Because at that point in my life, it was like, look, you're either going to accept what I want, what's going to make me happy, or you aren't. Because I'm not going to keep living in the shadows and putting on this mask so that everybody else is happy
For
with
society,
what I'm
right?
doing.
Right.
So, yeah, I built me a nice little team. Dude, I got a slot open.
Wow.
I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be rude. You got a lot of men that's always saying, you can't tell a woman this, you can't tell a woman that. Have you tried? Have you tried? Because he was like, well, I got this, and this going on, and, you know, I have these 3 ladies that I talk to. I'm like, great. We are in understanding, and we can proceed. And that's how we started out. And just over time, he changed the rules and bamboozled the hell out of me. And
Oh, wow.
next thing I knew, we was in a full-on relationship.
Okay. He bamboozled.
I mean,
He love.
he did something right because he back.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
She
back.
said husband, babe, everything. She started with his name first off. We was like, who you talking about? Who is he? When he ain't getting no introduction, just his name, just right off the top. So
Right.
that's why I was like, how he got the crown? How he get the
He
belt?
was honest
Okay.
about him and who he was, and he was accepting about me and what I wanted and the things that the way that I was about to. This is my life.
Right.
So the other player, I'm sorry, go
ahead.
Because I've been asking a lot. I got
No,
1,000
keep going,
questions.
bro.
I got
Keep
1,000 questions.
Go
So what was different from the other players? They weren't as.
No, they were of the understanding that eventually I'll just, weed everybody else out. I don't do this whole macho thing. You ain't got to prove that you better than the next to me.
Right.
Okay.
You there for a certain reason.
Okay.
This is your
Do your
purpose.
Yeah, this you.
and get
I
out of
spoke
there.
to you.
About your role.
Right.
Your
A
slot.
lot of people will call me mean. They call me mean, you blunt, you don't care what you say to people. I do. I do care. But I'm not going to lie to you. This is me. This is the truth. You can accept it or you don't.
Okay.
If you don't, okay. If you do,
Yo, what's up with you and this music, man?
Because I got plenty of questions, and I want her to have some ride music. You know what I'm talking about?
Go ahead, bro. What's up with you
all
and
right.
this
I'm
music?
ready. I'm ready. Go ahead.
So when it comes to intimacy, when you're dealing with multiple partners and you are in a marriage, and poly, how does intimacy play a part in who you give one or more to the other?
All right, so let me just break down for you what our situation is currently. We have. Let me PG this.
Why?
No.
You ain't gotta do
We
that.
want the honey.
We own this show. You
We
ain't gotta
want
do
the
that.
honey.
Shit, yeah, we own this.
We want the hundo.
Yeah.
Come on.
All I know is a guy that look like Incredible Hulk at the door.
At the door?
Yeah.
Security.
I don't know what's about to transpire.
It just got hot in here,
Right.
too. I'm sweating.
So, we have a slave that we own together. He has 2 other submissives that he's currently vetting with. There is 1 other submissive that I would say, possibly thinking about vetting with. And then another guy that I'm talking to. Now, all of those people along the line, everybody doesn't always like the 2 guys, they're new.
Right.
So we're just still in the whole communicating, talking phase. The other people, everybody has a day, a designated day, designated time. Look, this is your day, this is your time. This is the schedule that we have. We try to make sure that everybody has, equal amount of time.
Sure.
Aside from that, there's nothing really much you can do other than like, okay, stuff comes up and it's like, hey, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah, he just made sure his presence was known.
He has a tendency to do that.
And that's okay. He has the physique to do that. He don't have to say nothing. He just stand up. What's happening?
What'd you say, bro?
He wanted to hear what was happening.
Yeah,
He wanted to, okay.
I said I was going to keep it PG.
So what I'm getting from that is it more just with the others outside of what you 2 have, it's just more a physical thing.
No. Not at all. So the young lady that's with us today, we're just hanging out.
Okay.
No physical or anything. We're getting to know each other.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Consider this our first date.
Okay.
And so that's what it is.
Keeping it spicy.
Yeah, there you go.
Does this situation, it completes you though, right? Because without it, you kind of
Left wanting, yes.
so this works for everybody.
Yes.
That's dope.
Like I get all parts of everything that I want.
Right.
And I still gotta do, like, everybody thinks that just because you tag poly or something on to who you are or what you are, that your life changes. Like, I still got the same problems that anybody else got in a relationship, in or out of it. Nagging, communication,
Right.
misunderstandings, arguments, like,
I would think it's multiplied because you're dealing with more individuals.
I don't.
Not necessarily.
so.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I look at it like this: it cut down the bullshit because you ain't got to lie about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you know what I got going on. I know what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
And with what I'm sensing from her, if it changed, he know the change is coming before it even happened. Cause this is the root. They the root. Everything else just is an add on.
and like those people, they have their own situations
Yeah.
and peoples, and like it's not just okay. They just our little no. They have their. Some of them are married. They got
Right.
their own relationships. They got their own boyfriends and girlfriends.
I'm going
and
poly.
everything else, like
You hear this, too.
I am.
like it's just about being honest. Like
We dealing with
I just
humans.
felt like I shouldn't have to choose. Like
What
why
you mean?
should I have to choose?
in a poly relationship, do you have encountered anybody like really catching strong feelings
Of course,
to where they, hey,
So
it's
you
a
know-
relationship.
you know what we got going on, right? But try to change the whole thing,
Now, don't get me wrong. Have
like
we
really
met,
getting attached to you.
Have we met women along the way that thought that it was like, okay, I'm finna come in here and do some
Take over.
Splitsville type
Right.
shit, and you know,
Right.
life is gonna be. I'm gonna have all of this, and yes, we have, but it's a weed out process. You know what I'm saying? And you basically weed yourself out.
I got you.
You either
His-
follow the rules or you gone.
His other women, we're cool. They've came to the house, spent the weekend. We've all hung out. They've hung out.
Dope.
Like and it's not just we hooking up for sex. That's not
Right.
what poly
just
is.
like hanging out
We
with
go
friends.
to the cigar lounge. We
Oh,
go
yeah, what lounge y'all be
bowling.
at? Sure.
We go Ace Cigar Lounge on Thornton Road.
Thornton
I'm
Road.
gonna come over there and fuck with y'all.
I see it.
For real,
We
look,
been
I'm
there.
telling you.
We've been there.
It get packed though. It's nice. It was
Yeah,
it
it
was
get
a
packed
hidden
real
little
quick.
jewel, and then
Yeah, it's
everybody
blew up
found
now.
out
Yeah,
about it. And
Patio
it's
open
like
now. Yeah, patio open.
the patio been always open. It's still packed. You still
Yeah.
ain't got no seating. You got to get there at 7:00 now. But yes,
We might
that's
want
my little
sponsorship from
spot.
people. Let's move on.
You've been giving away a lot of money
I'm just saying.
lately,
Yeah,
brother.
I'm saying, I'm just saying.
Oh, you good, man?
Like it's not just that. Like they come and hang out and spend the weekend. Like we went on vacation together. Went down to the beach. Like it's not just
It ain't
the
all just physical.
We meeting up to have a threesome.
Right.
That's
Right.
not what poly is. That's
Yeah.
not being. That's like the basic form of poly from its original base is just a man and his concubines. Kings and emperors and rich folk been doing it forever.
Right.
Right.
And now people want to just
You put a name on it and all of a sudden it's a bad thing.
Right.
It's just the wrong thing. Hell,
Right.
grandpa back in the day, baby, grandpa was
a rolling stone.
Right.
Yeah.
Was a
And,
rolling
and
stone.
grandmama knew
And
about
grandmama knew.
But
So
yeah.
grandma and
Right.
grandpa was really
True.
poly. But
Right.
however, grandma knew her. Grandma, look,
Grandma
my place
ain't no
ain't to
job.
say nothing as long as you take
You
care
take
of
care of
home.
home.
Yeah.
And grandpa knew his place was to take
Shit.
care of home and make sure
What's-
Miss Lucy and Miss Ann know.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
come over here and
come
start no
over here.
mess.
Right.
This the root.
it. Okay.
Huh.
Hey, that's 100%
That's
real.
real.
That's
Yeah.
100% real. And we all know it's out there.
Married man.
Yes, sir.
You ever thought about it?
I'm for sure. I thought about it, but I'm not going through with it. We had that discussion before the segment.
Oh yeah.
During the segment,
Now, here's the thing.
she
It's
said honesty is the best policy.
facts.
I got to do that.
because
If I don't want it done in return, hey, I can't.
you are
accept
still
that.
human, regardless of being poly.
Right.
You still got all the feelings that everybody got. You still gonna have to go through all of the things that you will have to go through in your regular relationships. There's gonna be jealousy. There's gonna be issues. All of that. You just have to be able to communicate instead of just fuck it. I'm finna do this and do that.
Right.
No,
Right.
we
Just
ain't gotta
understand.
do all of that.
Right.
We can sit down. We can talk.
Yeah, hearing this, it just makes me look at you all and say, y'all are stronger than
Yeah.
just the average
Thank
people
you,
in
brother.
relationship.
Could you do
Straight
it?
up.
Could you do it?
I couldn't. I'm selfish with if I'm with somebody, now we just kicking it, whatever. But my lady, my wife,
Now,
my
here's
girl,
the thing:
I'm
you
selfish.
have dynamics that the woman is by, and she just wants a girlfriend. not a fuck toy, but an actual girlfriend.
Girlfriend got a girlfriend.
And she wants her husband to be okay with the fact that she has a girlfriend. And she might even want the girlfriend to be their girlfriend. She might not want another guy. Everybody doesn't want everything. Like, you have some dynamics that's just those three people, and they're happy. Like, my girl is bi. She wants a girlfriend. I'm okay with her having a girlfriend. This is our poly.
Right. Okay.
Damn, she breaking that shit down.
Could you
All
do
the
it?
way.
You ask me again?
Yeah.
No, brother. No. Could you do it?
I could do that shit. I ain't gonna front. At this point in my
do it?
life,
You
fuck
do
it.
it?
Freak of the week.
There you go. Now, you see the titles and shit? You see the fucking titles? You know what I'm saying?
And so
I could do it.
let's kill the myth.
Okay.
Poly does not necessarily mean you just out here fucking.
You ain't
the
just out
whole
here
goddamn
fucking.
world, because a lot of the people that I mentioned in our dynamics, there's no sex.
I just
at
want
all.
somebody to play Jenga with. And she might want to play Jenga without me.
What Jigga's gonna lead to?
I'm not playing.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely thought
But-
that sex was
No,
mostly involved.
let me tell you, you got some poly dynamics that don't have nothing to do with sex. These people just like having multiple relationships. They don't have sex with everybody that they're with. It's not all
a
about
bond.
that.
It's a bond.
Like you have you ever had that one friend that is like, if we could, yes, but I don't want to because
Fuck up the
the
friendship.
friendship.
right.
Yeah.
But what if you could be just open at, like, you know, I would want to test these waters with you, but I don't want it to mess up our friendship. I want us to be okay if this doesn't work afterwards.
Right.
And still, even if it does work, then you know what I'm saying? We're
experience.
great.
Y'all got them kind of friends?
I used to.
But most of the time, you don't say anything. And so nothing comes of it, and you don't do anything. Or what happens is you wait for the drunk night, and then boom, there you go.
That's
now
not
you
the
in a
time you
bad
wanna do it.
situation.
Yeah, that's not
Right.
when you want to do it.
But if you were honest, you never know what that friend might be thinking.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Ralph, you thinking about something?
That's crazy.
I
That is a point. I can't make that call. I'm talking to my director right now.
Oh, okay.
I was just wondering if we could get him, your other half's dynamic in on what's going on as well. Like maybe he would be able to say a few things. He said he wouldn't mind.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, I can't make that
Hey,
call.
come on,
I
yeah.
would have said, I would
But I
have
mean,
been
there's a
saying.
lot of good information.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
come
good
on.
at explaining it. So if
And then there you go. You got a
There you
guy's
go.
point of view.
There we
Yeah.
go.
share
We
the
got,
microphone, whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he'd be able to give the male perspective for some of us
Right.
who's
Oh, this
maybe
is great.
a little bigger than it need to be.
All right. The chair gonna hold you, bro?
Right, right. You got
Incredible Hulk.
Right.
It's not green, you turn black. You're Incredible Hulk.
Jokes.
all right. Yeah.
I heard what you said about.
Introduce yourself real quick.
I'm Richard.
Yeah. That's Richard.
Shauna is my wife.
All right.
We've been married forever.
It's there forever.
I've heard a lot of guys say they don't mind their girl having a girlfriend.
Right.
Believe it or not, those are the girls that leave their guy
Yeah.
versus the lady who has two men
Right.
because their bond is different.
Right.
Plus, plastic will outlast flesh any day.
Any day. Any
Right.
day, bro.
Right.
Any day. No matter what we say.
And then a lot of times our dynamic is based on comfort. So
Okay. Comfort.
when she meets a guy, he meets me. When I meet a woman, I'll talk to her for a little while. If she's for us, she meets us.
Right.
If she's for me, she meets us.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Everything is us.
I grew up in a
That's what I want to get
I
to.
grew up in a kitchen table parlor.
Okay.
You don't have to be involved with my partner. It would be your metamor.
Okay.
But you got to know him,
Absolutely.
respect him. If you see him in the street, hey, how you doing?
You speak to him. Yeah.
And then that part of communication is knowing your place. My wife will always be my wife.
Absolutely.
If I get divorced, it won't be because I met a woman.
Right.
Right.
It'll be because we didn't
Y'all
work
didn't
out.
work
That's
out.
not your issue.
Right.
That's not your
Right.
issue.
So,
Right.
and then even in poly, People don't usually date couples.
You know what? I was in a group. She had put me in. Right.
Oh no.
Yeah. Check this out. Check this. I feel like I know you. You know what I'm saying? I was in a group. She had put me in. Right. So I'm in there for about 2 weeks. I'm trying to communicate everything out there, and that was one of the questions the lady asked me. Are you in a couple? And I was like, nah. And that's the that shit blew up like I was in there sneaking or some shit. I'm just like, it's been all out there.
Like
but,
you was a mole or something.
Yeah.
Here's the deal with couples. If they date a couple, they want them to date separately. So if it's a woman, I'll date one or the other.
Okay.
But not both. And of course, the guys, because I'm not into guys. They only date women.
You want to be clear on
Let's get that out the way first.
Aisha.
So poly people think couples have a hierarchy, which means my wife is going to be preference because we've been married or we've been together so long. That is true and false. She's proven herself to me through my process.
Okay.
If I meet a woman and you just came, of course, you're not going to be my emergency contact.
Right.
Your name is going to be on my list.
Right.
Not only insurance, babe, I'm sorry.
Right.
If we get closer, then the three of us will decide what the next level is.
Right.
But single people have a hierarchy too. She may like you more than she likes me.
Right.
She may like women more than she likes men.
Okay.
And then, based on who they date, personalities give you a hierarchy.
Absolutely.
It's not just a couples thing.
Right.
But it's always the black card for couples.
Okay.
I feel like Baby has already told you a lot about me.
Oh man, yo.
I grew up in a BDSM poly house. So it was my father, my mother, and a slave. I didn't find out people didn't live that way till I was almost 13.
Wow. Oh shit.
So my mother, my father, and the slave, we called her sister. Sister took me to football games and practice. And it was, somebody asked me, it's like, that's not your mom. It was like, no, that's sister. And it was like, you don't have two people at your house? Yeah, I got a mom and a dad. I was like, no, two people and a dad.
Right.
Right.
But we knew. And so when I got older, I did the whole I'm going to date and try to be normal thing. It didn't work out for me.
Right.
Wow.
So I had normal relationships where I was just the worst possible person, either because I was too young or
You just
default.
yeah.
I'm gonna do
Right.
Just
Right.
being a
Right. You
dude.
do what you want to do.
Being a guy.
And then I didn't. Like, baby, I married a friend of mine.
Okay.
We were great friends before we got married. Horrible marriage. Wow. After we got divorced, oh yeah, we're buddies now.
Right.
Right.
Maybe me and my ex-wife should have went poly. What you think about that? She watched the show. Think we should have went poly? Go ahead,
But
bro.
me and my first wife were not poly. We were just we did some poly things, but that's because I'm a bad influence on most people.
That's not a bad influence, bro. It's not a bad. Don't put that on it.
And so
Don't put that on it.
When Baby says that she met me and told me about her team, I was like, great. I have a slave, a submissive, and I got 2 or 3 people that I like to put, dick into every so often when I'm off.
Right.
Right.
I got time.
Damn.
That man said put dick into.
When he's off
on a
and has
schedule.
time.
When he off.
That's a lot of work.
The
there,
schedule
brother.
tight.
And then, the funniest thing about her poly is I helped her get ready for her first date. It was me and my slave, or our slave, and her. And we were helping her pick out clothes and, telling jokes like, make sure you got condoms. We don't want you to slip up.
Right.
And then when
Fuck
her
up
date,
their whole relationship.
right, and then
Right.
when her date came, I was like, what time you going to have her home, young man? And then, please, don't drink and drive because we want her to come back.
Right.
So it was,
And that's real care, though.
right.
Yeah.
But I had met him. He used to come and hang out the house all the time. And she was like, well, you mind if he comes by? Well, shit, I saw him yesterday, but I'm not going to stick around this time. I got something to do.
I got a dick to put in.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yo, y'all got something very special, man. That's how I see it. Like everybody else might look at that shit and judge y'all in a negative, but I love the fact because me and Kashana had a lot of conversations. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I say I feel like I know you. And I just think it's so special how honest y'all are. Because y'all definitely love each other. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Sometimes horribly.
And
Horribly in love.
and a lot of people
Painfully in
would
love.
think they ready for something like that and they not. You know what I'm saying? But I think what y'all have, like I watch y'all, you know what I'm saying? And it's a very close connected thing. And I salute y'all for that, man. I really do.
I was telling our date that this time I married somebody that was not just my best friend, but somebody I liked spending time with.
Right.
So even on our first date,
Right.
I told her, even if you and I never fuck, we can hang out. We can chase women together.
Right.
Let's do this again.
Right. What a first date.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I'm talking about your escape route.
Y'all have a lot of business together. Anything else y'all want to talk about that? Because they got a lot going on. I just want to make sure we get everything.
Please.
You mentioned it earlier in the show. You guys are personal trainers. You guys have they have a business. Like for everybody, they don't think they just in here talking freaky shit. They really
Right.
get down to
They're
it.
making it
You know what I'm
happen.
saying? But you teach. Let's back to the freaky shit. We're gonna get back to that though. You teach a class on the first Monday every month.
The first Saturday
First Saturday.
of every month.
Could you please tell the people, just in case somebody wants to come to this class? Absolutely. Hey, we here to talk and put money in y'all pocket for sure.
So I do a BDSM informational, which is called AWOL, All Walks of Life. And it's the first Saturday of every month. They teach you about different BDSM kinks. You get to ask questions. And what I do is I'm the designated rope instructor.
Rope.
Yes.
All right.
Shibari.
Oh, okay.
Rope, Shibari, same thing.
Explain that to the people.
So Shibari is the art of rope in bondage and design.
Write that down. How you spell that? Shibari?
And so y'all seen my pictures?
They might not have.
I've seen.
They don't be
Y'all
on.
have, I posted it to my page. Like,
Yeah, I see. I
y'all-
see the picture.
And so that's what I do, and that's what I teach. I teach people about rope, consent, safety, different knots. And the one in June, I'm doing, I think, rope, fire, and wax.
Now, how can they reach you? How can people?
So let's see. I actually have a page. It's called Picola Dia. It's a Facebook page. You can just reach out on that page,
Respect
or
it.
you can just reach me on my Facebook page, Kashana Smith.
Okay.
It's all of my stuff is all over my Facebook page. I promise. My
Yeah,
Facebook
So that's
and my
basically,
Instagram,
yeah, you do. You kind of put everything out there.
The flyers, everything is on there.
I remember I posted some stuff to the group, and she was like, "Hey, that's I don't know if they ready for that." And I was like, "Hey, I'm just trying to."
Because he posted the boot camp, and I was like, "Sir, that's,
Yeah, I remember.
it says LS
She hit me up.
boot camp.
I was like, "Okay." I didn't read it. I just I'm trying to help.
He like he
I'm
posted
trying
something.
to
I
help.
don't
She
know.
said,
if
"I
I'm
don't
doing
know if you want that."
I'm not sure y'all ready for that right there. I'm like, pull that out of there.
that. I
Pull
just
that
seen it.
out.
I was like, oh no, we ain't doing that today. Not there.
Pull that out of there. Let's
Right,
just
right,
pull that
right.
back. Pull that back. Cause like, no, that's not the. That's a whole different. There's something different over there.
Right.
But we will be doing a boot camp mid-June, early July, and it's gonna be in Atlanta. We are finalizing the place right now, so we haven't given out any real details. But yeah, we will be starting the boot camp real soon.
Yeah. Hey man, y'all. It's a lot of people out there interested and scared to say so. Make sure y'all look out
And your meal plans.
for sure. Oh yeah,
Oh,
get back
yeah.
into the fitness thing.
Meal
Yeah.
prep, Meal plan. You just horrible training. And so we do in person and virtual training.
Okay.
So and you can come to our gym, or we can come to your gym, or your home, our home. So anything, everything.
Tell them the name.
Now, the name of the business is Quiet Rage. Now, that has everything. There's Quiet Rage on Facebook. There's Quiet Rage on Instagram. The email is quietраgetr@gmail.com. Okay. If you pull up the Instagram, it has all of the information, the phone number, and everything, the contact to the business.
Okay.
And you'll see her even training guys that tap out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna talk shit with her, brother. Yeah,
They
absolutely.
was going at it earlier.
Going to do.
Right.
That's what's up.
I want y'all both to leave people with honesty about what it is y'all have, and if it's for them, if they think it's for them. What's
Here's
Your
a
joke.
which joke?
Your Rick joke.
No. Here's a bit of honesty. If you can't look at yourself honestly and point out all the bad things about you, then this is not for you. Because the more people you open up to, the more space and time you're going to have for these people to look at you and look at the real you. And if you can't honestly look at the real you, this life is not for you.
That's heavy.
that's real though.
That's real. Because the more eyes on you, they're going to see more of the vulnerabilities that you won't even acknowledge it. So,
And then if you're not honest about you, you're going to always feel everything somebody says and does is going to be a bother for you. And you ain't going to last. You're not going to last at all. People are going to break you down in that lifestyle, like mentally and physically.
Brother Rick, you got anything?
You got anything?
I guess it will be from her to me. I did a lot of training to be a dominant, to be a master. I had been poly, either ethically or unethically, all my life. As we go through some of the books for her training, our discussions remind me of mistakes I've made, things I either took for granted or just tried to minimize for my own benefit. So the idea that you never stop learning, but you should always refresh what you've been over. We had a week-long discussion about relationships and emotions in a BDSM dynamic. And of course, I had already read the book and went to classes, and hell, I had taught a few classes. But having that discussion with my wife about some of the people who I'm vetting put it in a new perspective. And so we have honest conversations. We have hard arguments, but those arguments don't define our relationship.
Perspective. We leaving y'all right there. We ain't add nothing. We leaving y'all right there. I am the 18.
Afro Rican.
Carla Pa Sean. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
We gone.